Okay, so starting off this tutorial, just by the way, I've got a grand piano and an electric piano sound at the same time, which is what you can hear. Just, you know, if you guys have got a digital piano or a keyboard, you know, play around with the sounds and everything, but I just did that to make it kind of fit in with the Disney kind of sound of it. So, starting off with the introduction. So it's fairly simple. It starts with an F sharp. So F sharp, G, B, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, B, G, F sharp, A, E, F, F sharp, A, D, C. So it can get a little bit muddly around there, but I mean, if you don't get it exactly to how it's supposed to sound, it isn't going to make too much of a difference. So, you know, don't get yourself bogged down with trying to get the right notes and everything. But that is how I'm reading it off the sheet music that I've got in front of me here. So that pretty much more or less repeats again. So this time it ends with a C sharp instead of a C natural. So I'm going to go ahead and put some left hand in. So what we're going to start with is an E and a B. And then it's going to move down to a C and a G. And then it's going to go up to a D and an A. And then it's going to move down to an A and an E. So that was just the first part of the introduction. So you can use some better fingering than this. I'm only using these. I might use something different, but I'm only using these fingers just so my hand is out of the way and you can see what I'm doing. So putting that together with starting with the E and the B, moving down to C and G, and then the D and the A, and then moving down to A and E. Pretty much repeats again, or the left hand certainly does anyway. This time it ends on a C sharp. So that's the introduction. Now it goes into the tune. Starts with an E. So that's the first part where it says, the snow glows white on the mountain tonight, not a footprint to be seen. So with the left hand, I'm just going to add in just one single note in the left hand. It's up to you whether you want to put in chords, but I'm just making this kind of rock bottom simple. So if you want to add in some more notes, you know, I'll put the link to the sheet music directly underneath this video anyway, so you guys can take a look. But you know, for anybody that just wants a simple, easy version, so I'm just going to be starting with an E in the left hand, and then it moves to a C, and then it's going to move to a D, and then it's going to go up to an A. And that more or less repeats. In fact, I don't actually think it does anything different to the E, C, D and A. So those are the 4 notes that you're going to be regurgitating around. So starting with the snow glows white. So that's the first part. That pretty much goes round again, but with a different, slightly different melody. The Kingdom of Isolation, and it looks like I'm the Queen. So that's that bit. And then the next bit goes, the wind is howling like the swirling storm inside. So it goes around the same 4 notes. And then couldn't keep it in, heaven knows I tried. Same thing with the left hand. In actual fact, I lied, you just miss out a C, so I just added in a little kind of a little embellishment before it goes on to the don't let them in, don't let them see, which is kind of like almost the pre-chorus. So now I'm going to go on to the pre-chorus, and I'm going to do octave Ds and octave Cs just to thicken it up. If you guys want to, you can just go, you know, but it just thickens it up if you can do an octave, and by that it just means 2 Ds together in the left hand. So if you want to, you guys can just thicken it up with octaves in the left hand. So this is here when I start kind of pulsing these Cs that you've got here. If you want to, going back to don't let them in, if you wanted to put some extra notes in there like an A, so you can just see I'm just kind of locking my fingers into position. So I'm doing a D, an A and a D, and then I'm doing the octave C and I'm just moving that A down to a G. If you want to do that and thicken that up, that's absolutely fine, but you know, don't be bogged down with exactly what I'm doing here. The whole point is that I'm just kind of making up a quick and simple, easy version for you guys. So, you know, change whatever I'm doing, don't have to stick to doing what I'm doing. I might be changing different things every time as well. So, okay, moving on. So that is going from here. So all I did there was just pulse that C. And then I go to playing chords. Now again, if you don't want to do the chords, you can just do the plain notes. So if I'm calling out a G chord, you can just do a G. If I'm doing a D chord, you can just play a D. It doesn't really matter because it will sound fabulous either way. But for those of you who want to, you want to start with a G chord, which is a G, B, D. And I'm just doing the 2 of these. You can go, completely up to you what you want to do. I felt that was just a little bit too much, so. And then a D chord, which is F sharp A D. E minor chord. And then to a C chord, sorry, an E minor chord was G, B and E, and then a C chord is G, C, E. G chord, G, B, D. D chord. chord again, which is the F sharp A D. These chords basically go round. E minor, G B D. C chord, G chord, G B D. D chord, F sharp A D. E minor, G B D. C chord, G C E. And then a B minor, which is F sharp B and D. Now I just hold this down. Then it changes to a B flat, which is a lovely combination of chords. So you want to go from a B minor, which is F sharp B, a D, to a F, B flat and D. So in other words, you're going from here, keep the thumb down for the D, and just bring that one down and that one up. You want to hit the D again. And then that's where she said, the cold never bothered me anyway. So I end up on a C chord, which is G, C, E. And then I just end it on a G. And that's as far as I took the tutorial. There is a little bit more, but that was just, I felt it was just all enough. Then you can go back and, you know, and do whatever you want to do. Play the chorus again, play the pre-chorus, play the verse. It's up to you. Some of these chords, you know, you can play them in different orders, different, you know, the D chord doesn't always have to be here and everything. So, you know, like I said, this is just used as a little guide. If you want to copy this exactly, then it would work too. So yeah, so there we go. Don't forget to check out my other tutorials like this. I'll put them in the description bar underneath. Thumbs up the video and everything that way, actually. I can't see in the camera. Thumbs up the video. Don't forget to subscribe and all that good stuff, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.